Hello, and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're reviewing,
Gotham.
Season 4, Episode 2, The Fear Reaper. Moving quite swiftly, Detective Gordon arrives at the old Crane house to find the bald guy who got zapped at the end. I like the bit where he goes, "He's coming," and then Gordon's like, "Who?" and then it's like Scarecrow. That bit was sick. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that was fine. I'm still kind of mildly annoyed that Bruce Wayne actually got arrested, though.
I thought I thought it was interesting. I thought his explanation, how he got out of it, was slightly better. Like, I fell through a skylight because first he was like, I was looking for Selina, and then he told Lucius Fox, or he told some other story that he was talking to her, and I was just like, oh, which one is it then? So yeah, and then Gordon just lets him out straight away, you know what I mean? And then he's like, I'll talk to you about this later. And I'm thinking, what, is he going to sit him down and don't sweat Selina or something like that? I was like, what are you going to sit and talk to him about?
I have no idea.
Exactly, that's what I was confused.
You know that the conversation's never going to happen anyway.
Yeah. Another thing that was kind of weird, like Lucius Fox, like him and Alfred were like best buddies last season. Well, since their kind of inception, they've been kind of, like friends, you know what I mean? And then like it kind of seemed like he was kind of like shooing him away, like giving him one word answers and kind of allowing him off. I was like, I swear they had a friendship going, you know what I mean? It was kind of awkward between them. I was like, what's that about then? And like later on when he swings by the house with the suit as well.
Especially as, like, I know he works there, but he's not actually a cop, is he?
No, he replaced the Riddler.
Right, so Gordon's the cop. If you're going to give one word defensive answers to anyone, it should be him.
It was weird though, yeah, because I was like, I swear they're friends. It's like, why are they like proper, like, they've had adventures as well. They've had a fair few adventures, so I'm sitting there thinking he's being a bit cold. Whether he's being super defensive because of what Bruce is up to now, I think I'd chalk it down to that.
I would assume that's what it is as well, but it seems to me they're trying to find a place for him in the show. Because you keep telling me he works at the bloody police station. This is the first time I've actually seen it. So I think they're just trying to find a role for him, and now it seems they're going to Batman Begins it.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it's a bad idea. My problem, though, and also this will cut ahead a little, but they still look a bit too young. It's like the Scarecrow, like to get to the Scarecrow, I thought that all worked well until he took the mask off, and he looks like a bloody child still. You know, and it's the same thing with Bruce. Yeah, I don't mind them Batman Begins in there, but he still looks too young for bloody what's his face, Lucius Fox, to be giving him all this gear.
Yeah, I was thinking that, and then I thought, well, think of like all the different reboots and stuff like that, like the Crisis on Infinite Earths reboot, and the Superboy Prime punching a hole in reality in the New 52, and Flashpoint and all that. And I thought that, and then I was just like, well, this could really just be like, like a New 52, like different universe kind of thing. So like where all their origins are like a little different. So I kind of treat it like that.
That's not my problem. I don't mind them making some changes. I just mean literally, physically, the actors, they look too young, especially that Scarecrow kid. I don't know, that he might tell me he's like 23, but he looked like a bloody child when he took the mask off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I just don't know what to say. You just got to roll with it, yo.
I suppose.
Like, just last thought on it was like, one thing that, it was like, Alfred and Lucius had, like, I don't know, kissed or something, and then like they haven't seen each other in months, and now they're just like, oh, all right. It was kind of that awkwardness, and I was thinking, are they gonna like hook them up or something? Like it was a little off key. and his stare's intense as well. Like when he knocked on, he comes around the back of Wayne Manor, and he knocks on the door, and it's just like staring straight forwards, like really intensely before Bruce opens the door, and it was just like weird.
Why is Lucius Fox a better bloody detective than Jim Gordon? Like Gordon's dumbass, like, yeah, I believe you, go for a walk. So this guy figured it out in a second.
Well, you got to pit it down to Jim Gordon's detective and Lucius Fox is like a genius inventor. I mean, if you put them together, you'd think that Lucius Fox has about 20 IQ points on him. So yeah, I thought the Penguin thing, that was... I don't know how I feel about that, because like, he rolls in. There was some parts of how, like, his persona, like, I like the shots when he goes, because I mean, in terms of plot, like the other thing is like Selina and Tabitha turn up at this place, and it's like an opportunity awaits card, and they go in there, and Barbara's there, and she's like,
that was weird.
And it's like, I like, I guess, her temperament now. She's kind of like, she's
sane.
Yeah, she's
seemingly. I still thought it was weird though. I get that it's leading to something else, which you're probably going to tell me is Ra's al Ghul, but it played odd, the entire thing. I don't get it. Is she actually a ghost? Like, I was sat there at the end thinking, is this going to be, they're going to reveal some sort of ghost or something when she tries to cut her hand off?
No, well, see, what I thought was cool, well, because the Penguin rolls up as well. I mean, if it was just Tabitha and Selina, you could kind of, or just Tabitha, you could put it down to that, but the fat Penguin was there. Like, the scenes there where Penguin was there, I like the camera angles, because he looked really short, and I guess it's kind of like, he leans forward a lot now, so he's kind of got that look of, like, Penguin in the Arkham games, you know, the kind
he hunches a bit.
Yeah, I like that, and like I like when he snaps when he snapped at Ivy. I thought that was kind of like that, you know what I mean, like
yeah, it was
Penguin-esque.
I think it's a shame though. I kind of liked that dynamic last year, but I suppose you've got to figure that's the Penguin character though. Ultimately, it's going to push people away.
I think really, yeah. I think they're having problems with Ivy anyway, because I mean they had her as a kid and they didn't know what to do with her, so she was kind of cut for the majority of the thing, and then they've aged her up, and now she's kind of buddy with the Penguin. So yeah, I like some of the cinematography. When we get to the whole, she makes them an offer, because she's running this underground guns thing, she makes Tabitha and Selina an offer to join her, and they're like, allow it, and then later she kind of convinces them, and then Tabitha's like, yeah, I'll join, but, you know, a hand for a hand kind of thing, so she goes to chop it off, and then she obviously deliberately misses. I thought that she was going to lop it off, and then that would have been it, and then like a little later on, like it regenerates back or something. I thought it was going to be something like that, like as some kind of slight side effect to the Lazarus Pit, but they've put it up that she's been back for a while, so I guess she was found pretty quickly in the 3-month gap, and then she's been kind of working behind the scenes. I think the hair suits her face.
If it is the Lazarus Pit though, it's had the reverse effect. Seemingly, anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of...
But she's a crazy person who's gone relatively sane.
Well, it's kind of interesting that they play it like that, because, I mean, in Arrow, they kind of had it as the crazy thing. What else?
Same in the comic books, especially to prolonged exposure, like it drove Jason Todd crazy, I think, because he was dead for a while, obviously Ra's al Ghul years... But in this, I wonder if they've ever done that in the comic books. I don't know.
Well, it's interesting that, like, really, like, Ra's al Ghul doesn't kind of strike as, like, insane. Like, you know, Batman's like, oh, you're crazy doing this. But really, his things aren't really out there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really class him as insane.
Depends on the writer, though, and depends on your version of sanity, isn't it? But yeah, he's not the Joker. He's not... legit psycho.
I've never really classed him as way out there, you know what I mean? You could put like Greenpeace in the same kind of thing. It's like maybe
that's what I think. It might be interesting, like maybe again, I don't know if they've addressed this in the comics or not, but it might be interesting, like, does your mental faculties going in affect you coming out. I.e., like Jason Todd was always a bit cuckoo. He was the rough Robin who beat the crap guys up too much, so he went in and he got even worse.
Well, what happened? What happened when the Riddler went in there? Because he went in there to cure his cancer because he had cancer. What happened to him?
He got crazier, didn't he? I can't remember. I can't remember what happened to the Riddler because the Riddler was crazy and then he reformed, right? And then he turned evil again. But I can't remember why that is.
So I mean, unless they're classing her batch of like craziness as like an illness that can be cured, you know what I mean?
That is interesting. I say it's interesting. I don't actually ever want to see it. Having said that, it could be an interesting comic if they wrote the Joker falls into the pit and comes out sane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, again, that's a story I never actually want to read, but it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, what if? We kind of, the Penguin is like rolling up to the GCPD and is like, yo, if you can't enough's enough. If you can't sort out this kind of thing, then we're going to step in and make like, we're going to employ all the cops and have like a privatised police force. If you know what I mean.
I like that scene as well, where they kind of held court in the middle of the police station and Gordon and Penguin both going at it.
That amounted in nothing, right? Because I mean, he come up and he did the bag, and then he was just like, "Allow it," and then
it ended up with Gordon having to go it alone, right? Because Bullock, I like that as well. He held his ground and had a good reason to.
Yeah, Bullock's like, we're boys, yeah, but it's like, if we lose all the police, I've got to stick with the police officers, because if we lose them, it's all over, so I'm going to back them, but no, it looks as though I'm against you, but we're boys. So yeah, he ends up deciding to go and get Carmine Falcone. I like the Arkham stuff. I like the feel of it. I don't know how I feel about the content so much, but like, in terms of the shots, different camera angles and stuff like that, I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I was expecting to see some bigger players in Arkham, but really it's just like random people that you can't really like class as anything.
Who would you see in Arkham anyway, though? They're all out, aren't they? That's the show. They're all out causing mayhem because there's no Batman to put them in Arkham.
Yeah, I think Mad Hatter's still in there, and I think Joker's still in there. So whether they kind of play it as that, I thought it was good as well. The fear toxin, like, I know it was a bit batty, like, oh, splash water on yourself and all of a sudden you're cured. But it's like, yeah, it's like a rough formula. Bear in mind his whole criminal thing is like developing this fear toxin in different strains. So I kind of liked that it was negated by water.
It is what it is. I mean, you have to. It's an easy get out. They don't have time to get. It's the same thing in that Doctor Who episode years back, was it New Earth or something? Just magic water cure. It's an easy get out for the writers, but it's fine. We don't need a whole entire episode where they develop a bloody cure.
Yeah. So Scarecrow kind of escapes. Trying to think if obviously I'll get to the end. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think so. So yeah, Bruce Wayne gets like a suit. I think he should have wore his have that, but have his trench coat on top, because he looks a bit bare like that. And like when he was jumping from the rooftops and he didn't have that like mask on, and it just kind of looked like a little space suit thingy. Like, I didn't like that. And then when he put his helmet on, I was like, cool. I guess I get the hand bits where he jumped and he like didn't quite make it, but it's like the grippy hand gloves that Lucius Fox was going on about, and then kind of like he just kind of kicks the wall, and it's like all cool because apparently the shoes are made like that as well. But yeah,
it looks all right. I don't mind the idea of him learning and training and trying to get better. That's fine. I just hope the show doesn't turn into Smallville, where we get another 5 years from now he's basically Batman, except he hasn't got the cowl, and that's it.
Yeah, I definitely think he should wear like this trench coat underneath, because he doesn't look intimidating, at least with the thingy, but it bulks him up a little bit. There's no reason why he shouldn't. So yeah, and then you had his whole thing earlier where he kind of does his Batman thing, where like he follows those guys and it's like a double cross, and like he gets out of it by doing tricks. With the aerosol can, and then he's like looking around the room, and then he grabs everything and then repels out the window. You were impressed by that, yeah?
it was okay. I'm wondering about pacing. Like, how good does he get? How good can he get?
Well, it depends because we haven't really seen him do anything yet. We've seen him like beat up
True.
one person, and that's like it. Also, Ivy's getting blown off for the millionth time. She's like she wants to kind of join Barbara's thing or join Tabitha and Catwoman. She gets loud off, so then she goes into some Chinese guy's place, and she's like, I guess she's been mugging him off and stuff like that with her perfumes, and then she kind of gets information about mystic potions.
I'm sorry, this was lame. I've been doing my best this season. I get, it's no secret. I got annoyed or frustrated with the show sometimes for being what it is. I've been doing my best, but this I got to call bullshit on. She walks into a Chinese potion shop, picks up a magic potion, and now she's Poison Ivy. Come on.
Well, I thought there, it's like the chemicals, isn't it? That's how she kind of gets her flex. I was expecting a Ra's al Ghul connection again. As soon as I heard mystic potions, I was like, okay, then let's have a Ra's al Ghul connection. But nah, and then she kind of drinks the potion and she kind of goes funny. I'm hyped to see what she looks like.
How different can she look?
I want her to have like the kind of... I know, because it looked like the last kind of shot, she had like real dark eyes and stuff like that. I want her with really red hair, maybe dark eyes, and like a green tinge with like veins, like that kind of thing.
That's the modern Poison Ivy, isn't it? She's like green, literally green. I guess they'll do that.
Not too green, just like a slight tinge. You know what I mean? Just off color. But we'll see. But I'm hyped to see that. Next episode, Gordon's going to find Falcone, and then we meet his nice looking daughter. But if you know, you know. Let's talk numbers for this episode.
I will give it 7.5.
I'm sticking it with an 8.
Oh?
Yeah, because I'm hyped. I just like it. It's annoying. Like, I want the next episode now. It's like when I'm in that kind of mood, I know it's good. You know what I mean? I get like that. There's some things I can kind of wait, but other things, it's like, I want it now.
I can
what's
wait.
happening. So, yeah, I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And we'll see you next week for the next Gotham review. Cool.